Good afternoon, everyone. This is Brad Matheny. What a great day! Weekly data has started off pretty well, perfectly. We didn't get the gap lower, but okay. The buy trigger here this morning worked out beautifully. Remember, I suggested on Friday we were going to be selling up near these highs on Friday, which were moderately higher. You have to remember that we started off the day down here and rallied all the way up to here, but then we didn't want to hold over the weekend. So I urged everyone, if you don't want to hold, go ahead and just get out and then buy early in the morning or, in the morning lows. And look at this big pop, bit of consolidation, then a melt up through the end of the day. Nice solid move up 0.82% in the SPY, but the Nasdaq, come over here and check out the QQQ. Again, big beautiful move. And look at this. See if I can get this. Bring the front. Big beautiful move in the Nasdaq, rolling up, consolidating, and then melting higher with a big gap. We're probably going to see a pretty good size move tomorrow, topping out. Now, remember, tomorrow's pattern is a gap breakaway, then we get a breakaway, then we get a carryover. So, even though I am expecting to see some rotation here, you can see in my data, we get these breakaway and these consolidation. This may not be and then we get the breakaway. What is this? The 17th. 17th is a carryover. Yeah, carryovers can be just moderate. So we're really looking to potentially buy into, let me come over here and show you, any lows that occur technically in the end of the day, this day, or down in this day, leading into this day. Any lows that occur in this area, we're going to want to try to target and to take advantage of, because we get a temporary bottom on Friday, then a gap potential and a counter trend, counter trend. So what we're looking at next week is really kind of this rally phase here. This could be a moderate low setup with our temporary bottom right in this area, moving up into a rally phase up into here. So be aware that we're looking at a, kind of a low price level, probably in this area on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that we want to be aware of, maybe a little lower, maybe back down into this 503 and a quarter area. But I think we're going to see a good solid rally, good solid basing, and then another rally maybe up into this 510, 509 area. Very solid overall. Now, let's take a look here at the gold. Gold was moderately weaker today. Not quite what I expected, but not really destructive. So, we had it was down maybe 15 bucks. Well, says here from yesterday it was down $6. 26.70 roughly. Was down lower, down to 26.62. So it was down about 18 bucks. We had this rolling pattern. I do believe that gold is going to move higher. It's hedging a lot of risk factor right now. So you've got a pretty good chance here, in my opinion, that gold is going to make a move through the end of the day into a fairly strong rally up to 2700, 2710. I really do believe that's a pretty solid move over the next day or two. We'll see if it plays out. We got to watch the dollar. Dollar's up around 103 right now, strengthening. I called that beautifully, because the dollar dominance is just playing out excessively right now. But watch gold. Like I said, we're looking to buy near these lows. It retested these lows again. You can see here and here holding up at these lows. We want to try to see this level base and look for this rally up to 2710, 2720. Silver is flagging. We did get a little volatility outside of this range with our D. Remember, we had an A, B, C, D pattern. D's could get a little volatile. That's okay. I'm going to give you a little hint here, guys. I think that we're going to see a pretty explosive apex move right here, running right up into this 32 and change area. So, I would not be surprised to see silver trading up in this range here, 32 to 32.60, pretty cleanly within the next 2 days. Hint, hint. So you're going to have a pretty good move. That would be a 3%, maybe $1 move in silver to the upside. Okay, and lastly, we'll come over here to Bitcoin. Big breakaway, got above my resistance level here. We had that consolidation. So what this means, guys, is that this means that Bitcoin is now rallying to what we will call the ultimate high. Okay, so here's our rolling, here's our flagging, here's our rolling into potential consolidation. We have it here as well. Here's our breakaway to new highs. This means that Bitcoin is seeking what I would call a ultimate high at this level. Okay, so now we have to go back and look at previous highs to determine where we could find an ultimate high. Excuse me. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back over here to this rejection level, come across here, make this 4, indicating that that could be a rejection level, and we'll come back even further, indicating that this level here could be a higher rejection level, and then we have this intermediate channel here that could be a rejection level. So given where we're at, and given the fact that we have broken out of this trend, we are now cleanly in a very solid bullish rally. This was a solid reversal. Remember, this was the weekend. I was busy with family. I didn't really pay attention to, I don't trade Bitcoin, so I'm adding this for people that do. But you've had a beautiful excess phase peak pattern. You can see it right here. Let me make it a bright blue color so you can see it. Inverted excess phase peak pattern, setting up the deep low, basing and bottoming, rallying up into flagging. Perfect. Actually rallied right into, you can see it here, this potential sideways flag. So it played right along that trend channel. Finally broke away, broke to a new high on a huge bar. That's what you're looking for. That's what put us back into bullish trending, was right there, right at that break level right there. And then at this point, we're looking for the consolidation, which did occur briefly on a 30-minute chart, but now I'm on a 2-hour chart. I mean, we could be looking at consolidation here, moving into this area and rallying up into this area. So we could be at, we're really at a, let me get rid of these and try to modify them. So we have the phase 1 here, the peaking and the bottoming, and set this to 14 and set this to white. So there's our phase 1, setting up the peak. Okay, coming back into our flagging, which is phase 2 right here. Phase 2 flagging. Phase 3 is the breakout of flagging into a consolidation pattern. So we have the breakout, and now we're looking for consolidation. Where do we get the consolidation, the rollover? We didn't get it here, so this is gone. We didn't get it here. We will eventually have our A or B breakdown. But now we're looking for that consolidation phase, what should be a rolling mode like this, consolidating before we either break to the ultimate high or break down into a downtrend. That's our A or B mode. The last phase of the excess phase peak pattern is either this ultimate high level, wherever it is, or this breakdown in price. So you need to understand right now we are bullish. Right now we're looking for a consolidation phase. So you can get into a trade here. We're close to maybe what's a consolidation phase, but we don't know yet. We could rally all the way up to here. And in reality, you know, take a look at a Fibonacci extension going from this rejection point up to this rejection point and coming to here. There's our 1% move. I'm going to move this up just a little bit. There's our 1% move. So this could be the consolidation area here. You know, it makes sense that it would be near this 1 or maybe 1.382 level up here. But what we are is we're bullish. We're generally bullish, have been technically from back over here after this flagging with this breakout. Very solid bullish trending right here. But we should be expecting consolidation. I'll get rid of this. We should be expecting consolidation, setting up the wave, the phase 4 of the excess phase peak, and then setting up a breakout. So again, you kind of want to, I drew this box earlier, but you kind of want to be aware that price will move into consolidation at some point, kind of like that. And you want to be aware that that's coming. So the whole point behind the excess phase peak pattern is to show you zones. When you get a breakout up into this area or a breakdown down into this area, you can tell that we're getting into real solid trending. But right now we're in a bullish trend. We're looking for that consolidation to start. Once that consolidation starts, then you know you're either going to get an A or a B. So you can basically just watch for this trend and know that that's a real big opportunity for you. A rally to a new ultimate high could be 75,000. A rally or a sell-off back down into this low could be back down to this previous resistance area, our support area, or down here into this support area here. So, you know, target wise, you're kind of looking at this as a potential downward target, or potentially that as a downward target. Okay. Overall, though, guys, really great. I mean, look at this SPY chart. I know I've got a lot of lines on it. I know. But, you know, if you read between my lines and you focus on what I'm trying to tell you here, I want you to be aware that, you know, I am calling the markets 1 to 2 weeks in advance with probably a 70 to 80% accuracy with regards to trends and direction and opportunity for traders. Okay. It is critical that you understand what's really taking place here. I'm not, you know, this is not really playing games. This is modeled market analysis using my proprietary indicators, my own skills, to really show you what you can do. Most traders get stuck watching charts, waiting for indicators to shift direction or do whatever. It's kind of like what I call hindsight. Oh, look, it turned. What should we do? In this case, I'm showing you 2, 3, 5 days in advance what's likely to happen based on my opinion and my research and my proprietary tools, and then basically coming to you and saying, hey, look, here's your opportunity. Here's your zone. Remember, we were buying back over here, rallied all the way up, sold out on Friday, bought back this morning. Technically, we're going to hold all the way through Tuesday or midday Wednesday, try to sell out up in this area, wait for the base, try to buy here, and then guess what we're going to do? We're going to ride this next phase up from this buy area here all the way up to here. And then we're going to wait for the next day, possible pullback, and then we're going to try buy into the lows and sell into the highs. So remember, these are tremendous forward-looking opportunities for you. And again, I mean, I'm sure you probably seen already that, you know, no one else can do this. Really, in my opinion, what I'm doing is foretelling the future. in price action. Now, granted, I'm wrong sometimes. Maybe 15, 20, 30% of the time, price does something different than what I expect. But boy, when it's right and you can trade it and you can trade this efficiently, what a wonderful thing, right? Okay, more tomorrow morning. I'm busy writing code. I will talk to you guys later. And like I said, what a great day. Started out the week, called a rally, expected a rally, got a rally. Love it. We'll get another one probably tomorrow. Okay.